その理由をお前に話したところで何も変わりはしない。だがもう一度ゆっくり話をする。
お前と話すことなんてない。
俺の目的は平井先生の成し得なかったこと。さっき
お前は向こうへ着い
父さん、母さん。
分かっているわ、イタチ。
た。イタチ、最後に約束しろ。サスケのことを頼んだぞ。
Esports Valorant Battle for Glory. and glory is going to be taken by one of these two teams. Now, Team Tamilas, I am aware of them from the PUBG Mobile lineup. They are a personal favorite of mine. They're not the best team in the country, in the region, hell, but they're kind of plucky underdogs. But I'm assuming that you know more about these teams than I do. So can you like maybe just break down these two teams very, very quickly before we go live here?
Yeah, Team Tamilas is a fairly new team, but I think most of the players I have played against them in CS:GO as well. So they have stuck together going into Valorant right now, and I have seen a little bit of them, and I found it very interesting because I think we played against them, and it was kind of a close game when we played against them with God Squad. But I have at the same time we keep playing again with Breezer and IronQ and Razor as well. So those guys are pretty sharp as well, and I think it will be a good matchup. I think both the teams are equally balanced, and I think we are going to go the distance.
I'm excited about that. Like we where I was at least watching Nezuko Gaming have kind of a rough time against VLT, but that is VLT right now.
Yeah.
I guess it's safe for me to assume that they are the best team in South Asia. I guess right now.
Yeah, hands down, because they have been at it since the beta. I think for the past 4 months they have been practicing Valorant, and right now they are playing it at a very high level. And I don't think any of the South Asian teams are playing it at that level, but right now, hands down, they are the best team in South Asia. But the scene is picking up, and I think we'll see a healthy competition in the coming few months.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Like, look, let's be real, right? For you and me, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or Counter-Strike as a franchise will always remain our first true love. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you know, of course it will. But I personally, I'm excited to see new shooters coming out. Like, I'm not a big fan of MOBA games. Nothing against Dota or like League of Legends. I'm sure that a lot of people, they have an incredible esports scene. I like watching the games. I'm just not like into it, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But then I've always wanted to see like shooters come out. Overwatch came, I was excited about it. It didn't really click, you know, it went a direction which I wasn't a big fan of. This is interesting, right? It's got the mechanics of a tactical shooter, also all the powers and whatnot, but you know what? I'm not going to waste any time. I think we're going to be jumping in straight into the game. It's going to be the defending side. I do believe it is going to be Team Tamilas starting on the defending side, of course Nezuko on the attacking side. The 3 maps in this best of 3 series, it is going to be, I do believe, I don't think we have
Haven, Ascent, and Bind.
Yeah, we don't have Split coming in, which, you know what? I'm kind of happy.
You're very happy, yeah.
I'm not a big fan. But this setup is interesting. 2 at B, 2 at C. Actually, no one at B. 2 playing towards Garage, and just 1 solo player to defend the Decipher towards A. And this looks like the right read. They are slowly heading towards this B. There was a C bomb site.
Yeah, it's a nice setup. Cypher has been doing some distraction at A, but they haven't figured it out.
Ooh, this is actually real fast here, but somehow not able to get the kills, but the trades will come out, favoring the side of Team Tamilas. The spike will be planted, though. They have a player towards long, and now Rafa spotting out the player, going for the duel, but not quite able to land a shot. He's just down 10 HP, have to heal himself up. In the meantime, Stoner slowly creeping up. The one player is taking a duel all by his lonesome from Garage. This is not a very good post-man position here for the attacking side. One player remains the Sova, and it's going to be Rio. Finds a kill. But the Sova and the defending side is going to get the trade. That was a pretty... I'm actually surprised they were able to get the bomb down and even make it a 2v3, considering they were walking into 2 on C and 2 in Garage. So, nice attempt from Nezuko. Unfortunately, it doesn't play out.
I think it would have even worked if not for the missed smoke at CT, because they did a pretty good entry with the jet dash, but since they missed the smoke on CT, I think Rafa was able to get a free kill even before he entered the site. So if not for that, I think they could have brought it down to a 3v3 situation and could have had better post plans. So I think that is a small detail which hurt them, but it was a pretty good round to start off with.
Interestingly, they've laid the Cypher has laid one of his traps towards the entrance of B while keeping Jet over there. It's a little bit of switch up, I feel like, compared to the pistol round. Of course, the buy is gonna be, I do believe that's was it an eco? We're obviously not able to see the economy. Yeah, it is pretty much an eco. Just shotgun. The sawed off on the attacking side. I don't know, hell, not a big fan.
Like with the jet, it's still okay, but apart from that, I don't think it's useful. With the jet, you can dash in and go into the game.
Oh, the timing there, and a nice 3k for Rafa. Just farming up the eco kills. Of course, Spike getting planted the first round, nothing getting done a second, but the buy is going to be coming in now. I feel like it's still open for... I think this is very similar to CSGO in one aspect, right? Like when it comes to the economy, where you win the first 2 rounds on the defending side, for example, and now do you upgrade? Like, you have the money, or do you stick with the SMGs or the scouts or you know, whatever they have over here?
Well, I think in this game you can still stick with the SMGs because you have the skills and the abilities to help you out in a sense. So I think you can stick, and as you can see, they are making an aggressive play.
It is going to be very aggressive indeed, but they're not stopping at all. The defenders are just taking the fight to the side of Team Tamilas. However, the reply back is quite furious indeed, but trades are so very fast. It's very, very messy, some of these duels, but now 2v2. Spike yet to be picked up. But Zoid's position here, he is not aware of where the remaining attacking players are. Spike has been picked up.
Swarm grenade.
The problem here for the defending side, they kind of spread very, very thin, Hell. One all the way towards A, the Jet, and of course, you have the Omen playing pretty much by his lonesome towards C. But slowly, they are starting to creep up towards this B bomb side where Flex, that AWP, that operator, I'm sorry, I apologize, wrong game. He's in a very good position here. This read could be perfect.
Yeah. I think he closes this round out because he knew that the Cypher has his traps at A, so he could have been careful and went into B. And yeah, pretty much an easy cleanup for him right now.
But yeah, that was good timing as well, I felt like. I got a little worried there for a second, but yeah.
But yeah, because as I said, right, they did an aggressive push, and it's easier to push in this game as compared to Counter-Strike because you have a lot of that. So it was a broad. That's the best thing they could have done with the lesser weaponry.
That force buy, well, rather that kind of like a mix buy. And it is going to be a play taking place towards this A bomb site where we haven't really seen much of Cypher. Setting the camera, no one really pushing in through the cage. There's going to be 4 players creeping their way up short, but Sova has been spotted out, and this should be a free kill for Stoner, although he's down to 27 points of health, and he needs to be careful because he can get immediately taken down. He's going to survive, helped out by Steven. Phoenix be Rafa. As my stream is lagging a little bit.
Yeah, same for me.
Well, you know what? It's frags back and forth, but it's a 4v2. So if they can get the spike down, this could be big.
Yeah, I think that would be a big win. If they can get the spike down and a couple of frags in the eco, I think it's a win for the terrorist side right now.
We do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of the stream lagging a little bit for our POV, but hopefully that should get sorted out. There we go. It's looking much better right now. Yeah. Now, Razor, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name perfectly. 7 points of health. They are bleeding out internally, and I think his position has been exposed here. He's going to get the spike down. That itself is a big win, if you ask me, looking at the investment they had, to be very honest. Now, 3v2. This is winnable if Raz can do something. They don't seem to be aware of the position of the Jet, and it's going to be the shotgun, the sawed-off. However, it gets nothing done. It was an expensive round, I feel like, however, for the defending side. But you know what? No harm, no foul. They keep 3 players alive. They retrieve 3 rifles. And of course, they will get the defuse as well. However, for the attacking side, they get a spike down, take away 2 guns. So I guess both teams are kind of happy the way that played out. However, right now, it is 4-0. Yet a round to be picked up for the attacking side.
Well, that's pretty much the best they could have expected from an eco. Like, getting 2 kills and getting the bomb down is a win-win scenario for both. They would have managed to get in a 3rd kill. I think the economy would have been a bit tighter for the CTs, but it's still a good round for the terrorists.
The operator out. Guns galore for every single one of Nezuko. A lot of... Alright, let me ask you a question. What are you a fan of? Vandal, Phantom?
Phantom, all the way. I'm a burst player, I'm not a tap player, so I prefer using the Phantom.
But don't you hate just like getting a ding and a person doesn't die? It annoys me.
Yeah. Well, especially when the person one-shots you with a Vandal, it's very annoying.
Oh, the timing on that Stoner
He's been
spot.
spotted.
Yeah, but he spotted out the other guy. Oh, and it's gonna be Iron with the operator. I do apologize. Maybe they purchased it very late in the during the buy. There's another opening kill going the way of the attacking side, and finally Nezuko. They might actually find some success here. It's a 5v3. This retake is looking rough, especially with the fact that the Jet has an operator. She could maybe go for her ult, but I feel like this round, as long as they play their post round correctly, it should be fine here. I don't see them really.
I think they should just save at this point. It's a 3v5 with, there's not much chance. Yeah, that's going to be the retake right now.
Yeah, at this point, it's going to fall on back, and I do believe that is. We're going to go for the hunt, though. I'm not too sure if this is really ideal, and well, everyone getting wiped out. That was a well-played round from Nezuko. They keep 4 players alive. A little bit of teabagging as well. You love to see it. I like it. I like it.
You like some competition inside the game. It's always fun. But
yeah, right. I mean, you should know, Hell. You should know.
See, those were my olden days, but I don't do it anymore. Right now, I don't rage or I don't shout at the enemies. I'm just chilled out and playing my game.
HellrangeR is dead. Long live HellrangeR.
Yeah. So the death of HellrangeR led to the arrival of HellrangeR, bro.
There we go. Just one letter difference. The buy, of course, for the side of Team Tamilas. 3 ults ready for them. As we do see kind of a split approach coming out from the attacking side. Not really committing yet, although they have a player who's pushed up pretty deep towards mid. There's, of course, the killjoy, but Zoid taking the fight. This is ballsy from Rafa, but it was, of course, his ult. Just trying to gather some information, and he knows. I'm not sure the spot towards mid, right below window. Right now, equal trades, although it is favoring the CD side. Or the defending side. It's gonna take me a while to switch over from CTT to attacking.
Yeah. We're used to attackers, like terrorists and counter-terrorists right now.
Oh, this is ballsy from... But gets spotted out by Teflon. And that is big. Flex trying desperately to get the trade back. Bear in mind, it's a 2v4. They really don't need to face.
Yeah, I didn't think Rafa needed to push like that in a 5v2. He could have just secured the round by... Enjoyed this round.
Omen versus Omen, and of course Teflon surviving that. Still 1v3, his position compromised, 20 seconds on the clock. There's nothing much he can do right now. He can maybe attempt towards his B bomb site, but Flex is waiting. Oh, he's gonna ult into it. This is ballsy, but gets spotted out. Ult not getting anything done. I'm actually surprised he hasn't gone for the operator. Just one line down right there. And there we go. He's gonna save the operator, but it's gonna be round number 5. They just snatch it back, just losing one and immediately striking back. More importantly, they keep a couple of players, they keep 3 players alive, so that's gonna definitely help out their economy quite a bit. For the side of Nezuko, I mean, they can eke out a buy. We're not privy to the economy, unfortunately, because we're seeing the in-game footage directly. But they have 4 ults alive. Now, you as an in-game leader, what would you go for right now? They have the guns.
I think they need to put some more pressure at A, because when they are not doing that, they're leaving the Cypher alone at A. So they Team Tamilas, but it's a good change up from Team Tamilas as soon as I say that, because they put in 2 guys at A right now, knowing that Nezuko would put some pressure here, and I think it is going to catch them off guard for sure.
Oh, I love this. I love the bait being set up. There's going to be a couple of free kills for Rafa. Rafa trigger discipline. This is brilliantly done by Rafa. Looking for more. Maybe got a little too overeager there. But you know what? Honestly, from that position, getting 2 kills, that was a great bait. Unfortunately, not able to escape. Yeah, makes it a 3v3. Of course, we'll be favoring the attacking side, obviously. They can group up. They can attack. They can kind of segregate one of these bomb sites and just make their way there. Now, I'm not sure if Zoid spotted the player out right before his smoke bloomed. Oh, he's ready. He's ready for the dot.
The dot, yeah. But it's a good play because they have a track. They have a trap on B, and they have one guy at C.
That was a little unfortunate, but I like the pace on that push. Tag. Rafting a couple of his ult shots, but not quite able to tag anyone, unfortunately. Not quite living up to his name, and now Flex with the operator. He has been fantastic indeed. Oh, that's brilliant. They know exactly what both of them are right now. Perfectly timed. And now Flex, he's got to go. He's got to go with the blades. Pushing on in. He knows one player is. Gonna find one. 2 more to find. Playing on the close angles. And now he realizes no one else. He knows where everyone else is. They're all towards long. And it's going to be an ult being used here by the Sova. And Tag gets caught out by Rio. It's a 1v1. And Flex, she's got the smoke. She's just gonna stick it. There's nothing he can do unless, of course, the recon can help him try to go for the wall line. But he's tapped the spike and he's gonna stick it, and it survives. Flex is being absolutely unstoppable this game. 6-1. It comes down to a 1v1. But my oh my, nothing. I mean, nothing seems to be going the way of Nezuko.
I think it was a really well played 1v1 by both the players, Flex and Rio, because I thought Rio was just gonna randomly spray through the smoke, but he used his dart to know where Flex is, and Flex knew he could defuse, he could put the defuse at half by the time the dart came in. So I think it was a game of the brains, and Flex came out on top because of his smoke. It was a very well played round by both of them.
Usually when I'm caught in a scenario like that, hell, my mouse gets unplugged. Especially because I personally, I mean, I've been playing a bit of Valorant, I still don't have the muscle memory in build. So whenever that happens, I'm like, oh, what's my defuse button? And what do I know? I toss him in with my weapon. Here we go, though. A little bit of Sova's drone trying to just push in, but gets immediately taken out. There is a player nearby, though, the Phoenix. That's Rafa, a danger man. Now, I don't know if they're going to be expecting his position. They're not pushing out further. Zoid playing very, very, very aggressively, and I love it. And Rio dropping his pants down. Rafa looking the wrong way, but able to react in time. The trade does take place. However, again, it's going to be favoring the side of Team Tamilas. The Recon's going to give away the position of the Jet. She's going to be falling on back. Again, 4v3, favoring the defending side, and Flex with his operator is such a problem to deal with as well. Again, they're going to be trying to head towards this C-bomb site. And Tommy Zoid immediately gathers information, gets spotted out, but the jig is up. 35 seconds on the clock. They got to go for it. The enemy killjoy is going to get deployed. And Zoid, well, he gets a kill before it gets quickly traded. Tag, should be careful. And he gets caught off guard. BRZ with a quick kill, but now it's a 1v2. Spike gets planted, and it's a Jet with her ult out. Iron just pushing on and misses almost every one of his shots, but finally finds the final blade in. Iron is, however, going to win the duel up close and personal. The rifle's going to come out on top. And again, coming down to 1v1. These rounds are so close, hell. But somehow, Team Tamilas are able to clutch it out every single time.
What I see is with the way that Nezuko is defaulting, they're not putting pressure on all parts of the map. So you see, like, again, this round, Cypher was playing solo at A without any pressure being put at him, and there was no pressure at C long. So Omen just pushed down, took that control, got a frag, and fell back. So they're telegraphing it like that. They're very the areas they're going to attack to. So they're just smoking mid garage window when they are going to go there, and then they're just walking in as 2 and 3 people and getting caught off guard. So I think they need to change it up and try to show a lot more presence at all parts of the maps. And this will catch Team Tamilas off guard because they are trying to do the right plays. They are trying to make plays where there is space available to them, and they're trying to take gambles on the sides. But with the proper default, I think they can break Team Tamilas' aggression on all parts of the map and secure some rounds for them.
Yeah, and especially like that C push, for example, taking place, that was something which definitely caught them off guard. But gotta give credit to the side of Team Tamilas. They're being extremely proactive, extremely like they're basically forcing the Nezuko Gaming to waste a lot of time just ready for a push. And whenever they decide to head towards one of the bomb sites, that's when there's like 30 seconds remaining. They have to come into the play. But
Team Tamilas are playing a very good game in my opinion, because they haven't had one city side setup constantly for any rounds. From the rounds what I have seen, they've been changing it up all the rounds. So that is especially needed on a map like Haven. You cannot just play a static setup on one side of the map. You need to be doing different things on different parts of the map as a group basically. So that is what they are doing, and it's working out well for them.
It is indeed. We do have a little bit of, I believe, a technical timeout. Looks.
I think we are good to go.
Are we good? Yeah, we're good to go. There we go. I say it and I counter jinx it. We are back. We of course do have a couple of ults available for the side of Team Tamilas. I'm expecting the Rafa, the Phoenix, to kind of use his ult to like go for like a mid-round info push. They do like doing that. We saw that with the Omen earlier in the previous round as well, where he just like peeked down towards C-long, got information. Here we go. It's going to be the drone from Sova, and Flex has to take the shot and smartly will reposition. Some fundamentals in tactical shooters, they don't change, hell. Doesn't matter what the map is. It doesn't matter what the game is. some fundamentals will work out. But this time around, they're going to be heading towards A. And unfortunately for the defending side, they haven't really kept anyone there apart from the Cypher. The camera's going to definitely give away the position. The second he spots out a barrel, he finds one. Just sees one, though. He's got a strike. Finds one. Looking for the second kill, but it's going to be Iron just pushing it through the cage, getting the frag. But Rafa is blinded in the smoke, just running on out. Location reveal. He's just getting hounded by players all around him. And he's going to be falling on back. The information not really being given. And that is so well played by the side of Nezuko. However, the spike is yet to be planted. And Iron's position here, I think he's aware, is flexed. But Iron's going to come out on top. And that's an advantage they've been needing for quite a while. Spike getting planted. Yeah, go on.
No, I think this round was very well played, but you can carry on with the retake.
Well, let's see what they do that we can probably break down after this round. The Flash not really working on Iron. 3k for him. He's maybe even looking for the ace right now. He's feeling it. Iron jittering around with the jet spots on the player. The Omen's been spotted out. They know where one is. Are they aware of Sova's position? Sova just walking on down, creeping into the side, but Rio's there to help his teammate out. And they now know where the final player is. It is Zoid, who might just escape, and yes, he will. Operator in hand. Are they really going to be going in for the hunt, though? No, they're not. They're going to be holding on to their weapons, and that's going to be the round for the side of Nezuko. Well executed, and taking advantage of the fact that, you know, they were this time around, weren't playing any defaults, nothing hell from my untrained eyes. They just went for the contact play. And sure, I mean, the Cypher was able to spot them out, but they were able to kind of like distribute and use the utility very well to kind of isolate these gunfights.
No, but even if they did not default, they used a control smoke towards C-Long or Garage, if I'm not wrong, and they did a drone from window, right?
Yeah.
So they showed some presence on different parts of the map to keep Tamilas honest. And that is why they could walk into the A side with just the Cypher being there. And the mistake they were making in the previous round was not showing this presence. So that was a really good adaptation from them this round.
Well, adapt, survive, overcome. I'm not sure that's how the phrase goes, but here they're going to be coming in towards long. Oh, this is cheeky from Zoid. This is cheeky. He's going to be walking on. Ow, the contact play, but 3 players ready, waiting. And this is fast and furious. Part 9 from the side of Nezuko. Raza. I wouldn't call him Raza because Razor doesn't work with double C's. He can probably correct me if I'm wrong later on. And this round's done. Round's done. There's nothing the defending side can do, and you can already see them already falling back and trying to retain their weapons. But these are hard-fought rounds, hell, but they're making it happen. 3 rounds right now.
Yeah, well, they used the control smoke from the last round to show the massive and burst into it this round, right? So it was a good storyline created for the previous round, and right now I think Nezuko Gaming are catching on to what Tamilas is doing and responding it in the right way.
They are, and as we clearly saw, we saw the Omen on the side of Team Tamilas. Oh, no, they're going for the hunt. They are going for the hunt. They want to take away these guns, but I feel like Team Tamilas are going to survive with all the guns intact. Yeah, like, again, they go for these plays, right? We saw the Omen pushing down towards C. I do believe that Omen was... I forget the name.
Zoid.
What was it, Zoid? Yeah, it was Zoid. And Zoid pushing down. I mean, they have gotten away with this earlier on. So I guess I wouldn't say they're overconfident. It's more like, hey, you know what? Let's try our luck again. And especially when you're 7-2 up, I guess you're allowed to go for these sort of like risky plays. But now, 7-3, you know, like a 7-5 scoreline, it doesn't look that terrible suddenly for Nezuko. So I'm expecting a little bit more of a traditional setup coming out from the side of Team Tamilas here.
Cover going out.
For sure, I think they're going to go back to the base.
Down.
Oh no, actually, Flex did go for an aggression on A shot and catch off Team Nezuko for this round.
But a much safer aggression, right? It's not like just pushing down alone with no escape route. And tag spots a player out, and well, he's paranoid. No one at B. The duel being taken. Tag is taking a lot of damage. Down to 56 points of health. No armor remaining as well. And now the C bomb site, it's looking quite empty at the moment. Of course, we do have Zoid still alive, who has been fantastic so far, apart from the previous round. We don't really talk about that. And this is good. This is good. Look at the rotation taking place from the attacking side right now. Nezuko, they're heading back towards A. And as we say that, everyone at the A bomb site, they're evacuating it. This is a brilliant call coming out from the in-game leader of Nezuko.
Yeah, but I think they need to react fast to it. They're taking a lot of time right now. And I think Tamilas is going to go back to the 8th side. I would if they were... if I was in their place, sorry.
Why is no one holding towards A though. And I say that they hear the footsteps. They hear someone heading towards heaven.
Why destroyed?
And it's gonna be Stoner. Now it's a giveaway. Now they know where there is, but the smokes, the timing is perfection. Flex peeks out, but a second too late. And it is gonna be the spike getting planted. Bear in mind, it's a 4v. Well, now it's a 4v4. The kill by Teflon to Rafa, that's equalized things. So this retake is gonna get harder and harder, but the smoke dissipates and the timing is atrocious. Razu is taken down, but the trade is quick from Teflon. Zoid finds one, and now it's a 3v2. One player on the side. It's gonna be Zoid pushing on in, spots out the recon dot. The spy cap comes out. The timing on that was absolutely atrocious, and Teflon Mike is being a wraith in the smoke, and there's nothing that the defenders can do. The bomb's ticking away. There's no time remaining. Just running around in circles, making life miserable. And a love tap in the face of 4K for Teflon Mike. That is brilliantly played. I agree with you though. They took a little too long, but when they hit the site, it was just fast and furious. They didn't have any time for the defenders to react.
I think it was a great round by Teflon Mike especially, and Breezer as well, because as soon as he smoked CT, he saw the Phoenix wall coming up, and he used his flash and started to play through the smoke. Because if Phoenix got into under heaven at that point, it would have been much easier for them to retake with the position he had. So once he got off guard in that situation, he played it really well after that.
Well, they need to start doing more of the same, as we do see them slowly creeping up towards long. This is interesting. They're waiting for the smoke to dissipate, and it is Zoid. This gun, not the best of weaponry to deal with, especially against an operator and the Vandals, or maybe even the Phantoms they have. That's a dead giveaway. You know where at least wire one positions, where one of the defenders' position is, and Zoid is not really asking for backup. Sova is nearby, if needs be, but they're just going for this contact play, and the smokes are actually helping them out, and this is looking rough indeed. Void, he's going to be alone when the contact play happens, and what can he possibly do? He does have his paranoia available, but the timing has to be just pitch perfect, and he spots a player out. He does a great job getting a kill, but a second is not going to happen, and now the retake is on, and that's perfectly timed by Rafa. Burns the players alive, and his retake, it happens before they even get the spike down. Yes, there is a flank happening, but Teflon, what can he possibly do from this position? Well, he's got to find one. That's what he's going to do. Makes it a 1v3, but with 25 seconds on the clock, and with a spike in no man's land, this is going to be nigh impossible. Unless he does something truly, truly crazy. And this looks like the end here. Unless he does something truly very, very impressive. But Stoner will take him down. Valiant effort from Teflon Mike, but it was not to be. 3 rounds in a row. It will finally be stopped in its tracks as we do head into the second half. 8-4. Honestly, I feel like it could have been even worse for the side of Nezuko, hell. I feel like they did a pretty commendable job winning those 3 rounds back-to-back.
I think so too. I think they adapted in the middle of the half to what Team Tamilas was doing, and as I was saying that they needed to show some default and then hit a side together. They did that, but even in the last round, right? I think it was a pretty good call, but they just took too long. Like they were waiting for the smoke to go away completely, and by that time there was no pressure at garage, no pressure at mid, no pressure at A. So Team Tamilas knew what was coming. If they had used, either Sova's drone or recon while they were in the smoke along with Omen's flash, I think they could have easily won that round as well.
Well, could'ves, would've, should've's, hell. Sometimes that's the way it plays out. I could have beaten a professional Counter-Strike player. See, that never happened. They do spot out a player in Garage, and this is a very different setup. It's a much more tighter knit setup coming out from Nezuko. They've opted to just give up C. They have Cypher's camera just perched right here. He's got to be spotting out the jet very, very quickly. Team Tamilas playing the default, now gathering up 4 players towards A. They haven't crossed on over. That camera, that's going to be a big giveaway. Imagine you just get spotted out and immediately just fall back. No, they're not. They're going to go for the full commit. And BRZ holding the close angle. Are they going to check? No one's checking. No one checking. That's a big mistake. But somehow, how is he still alive? Tapping away BRZ. No, not like that. Flex finds 2 kills. And BRZ, you're not going to be given that many opportunities in life, son. And, well, the flank's been spotted out as well. Zoid knows exactly where the flank is coming in from. And they're going to double peek him together. Zoid's going to take down Raza. And now it's Iron left alone with his teammate, the Sova. And this is looking nigh impossible. It's a 5v2 spike planted. They need to land some tasty headshots. And, well, it's going to have to be an ace coming out from Iron, who's going to find 1, 2, maybe looking for more. But even if he does get another kill, it looks almost done here. There's nothing he can do. And Hunt is on, and Stoner from behind puts him down, puts him to sleep. 9-4. Both the pistols being won by Team Tamilas. And I mean, it's early, Hell. It's an early eye test, and obviously I haven't really watched too many South Asian teams play. Obviously I've watched VLT play quite a bit. I've seen a couple of Southeast Asian teams right now. So there's not much for me to gauge from these two lineups. But Team Tamilas, they seem, at least on this map, they seem much more prepared. Like, they know what they want to do, and they go for it.
I feel Team Tamilas is playing more like a team and more of, I mean, they have more map knowledge than Team
Is that because they have team in their name?
I mean, if you're gonna go that low, then I don't know what to say.
Listen, man, like it's,
I mean, I miss the Bleh from 6 years old, man. Where has the standard gone now?
Standards? I have no standards. What are you talking about? Well, it is, of course, an eco for the side of the defender. Charging on out. Flex tapping away. Just good for one. And they come running out. They're like, oh, yes. They're going to get a few more kills here, but they're going to be 3 SMGs lying in wait. There's nothing the player can do. So, yeah, they get a kill, but it was just the ghost. Oh, Beers. This is huge. But sawed off, man. You need to be at kissing distance for that to really land a lethal shot. And unfortunately, he does a bit of damage. He does a lot of damage, in fact. I don't even know how that Cypher is alive. He's on like 10 points of health or something ludicrous. So, should be careful. He can get taken down. That's Teflon's position here. 2v4. Zoid finds Iron. And Zoid and Teflon. He snuck his way through. I don't know how he managed to pull this one off, but tag. Yeah, I guess he. Did he get spotted out?
Camera. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cypher had a camera, yeah.
Well, there you have it. 10-4. They survived the. Well, I wouldn't really say there was no force buy. It was just an anti-eco round. They survived very convincingly, though. And now the buy is going to be coming out for Nezuko. There was a time for them to kind of string a few rounds together. Hell, this is the time.
Well, I think the way the map has played out, I think Team Tamilas should be prepared on the T side, right? So I'm excited to see if they have some strats which we haven't seen till now, or if they have something new to show to us.
Placing alarm bomb. Placing swarm grenade.
Well, maybe they were just waiting to shun at the CT side, on the defending side. As we do see Rafa, this guy, he does lead by example, just pushing on in. Are they going to go for the contact play? The smoke will be covering off the right-hand side. Goes flashing around the corner, not really blinding himself. There's no one on B. The timing is pristine. The Stoner. He's gonna use his camera. Zoid just holding the line. He knows the place kicking from behind as well. And Zoid is missing nothing. 3K for him. That operator is gonna sing loud and proud. Rio doesn't respawn one player, but Rafa. Oh, that is so unfortunate for the Jet. I'm sorry. Gets the leg, doesn't get the kill, and now it's a 1v3. Now tag. This one's done. Sorry, it's Rio, my bad. There's nothing he can do. Falling on back, 11 rounds here, and things have just got from bad to pretty bad, Hell.
Yeah, well, there was no problem with leaving the B side on retake, but the way they played the retake was like, you cannot be flanking when you want to retake B side, right? All of you guys can't go just flanking in the top. You need to retake from the A connector and the B connector along with your teammates.
And the timing as well, right?
Yeah.
Like I do believe the operator, the Omen on the attacking side, he got 2 kills, like one for the player 3, but the second and third.
After he got the first kill, he should not. The other guy should not have peeked. Like, maybe Breezer could have came in for a late flank, but the guy from Garage should not have pushed and peeked him. He should have went with his team, man.
Or maybe like kind of like peek together or something of that nature, right? Like,
yeah, even that for that matter. Yeah. But even then, if Zoid played it well, he could have been hidden from one of those angles. So.
Oh, this looks like a desperation play. I should admit, 3 players just pushing on out. Unfortunately, my stream has lagged. Oh, it's back. We're saved. Now they've used a smoke. Iron. Oh, that's perfect time for Rafa though. That is just unfortunate. Iron just caught looking the wrong way. There's someone nearby. I can hear a lot of bullets flying, but it's gonna be Rafa coming out on top. I don't see anything, and then suddenly the stream unfreezes, and it's Rafa with the kill. It's like, it is unfortunate. They're gonna find an MTC bomb site, and aggression from the side of Nezuko, not quite panning out. Hell, this should be round number 12. It should be an point.
I think this is almost game over right now, because Team Tamilas is very much aware that Nezuko is desperate and are going to try for some push. And again, Like they were just prepared for that.
They've definitely put in a lot of work. You can clearly see in Team Tamilas. Like they seem so much more comfortable, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like tactics or anything too crazy, but it's just the way they work together, the way they keep together. Sure, a few mistakes being made here and there. Like I'm not a big fan of some of the aggression from Rafa, for example. But hey, it works out. It works out. They got to commit for this, and now 1v2. They almost made it possible. Tag. Well, the shock dot, BRZ, this is not exactly defibrillator, it's more like a high tension wire straight into its heart. 12-4, and I don't believe the money's going to be that great either for the defending side. They went for that retake in a 3v5, meaning they lose all the rifles they had. So yeah, they will still have the loss bonus, I do believe, so they will have the weaponry, but I'm assuming like it's going to be like half armor, maybe a little bit of lack of utility here and there. It's not looking good for Nezuko.
Yeah, well, they kept on force buying all those rounds, so it's not gonna be. It's not a good picture for them for the last round.
Get
as well,
out of
but
my way!
again, they're trying to push mid again and again, but see again, like Team Tamilas just prepared and they're droning mid, and I don't think it's gonna work out for them.
Well, Iron with the operator, there's a little bit of a gap there, but very impatient. Mainly because they have no control of garage. That's a big problem. If you're going to keep an operator over there at vertical at C, you want to ensure that he doesn't have to worry about a player towards coming in from garage. Raza is pushed on in. This is much better timing, and he's going to find tag up. That's they're going to line up for him, and Raza, he's looking for more. Jet repositioning doesn't work out. That is brilliant stuff from Raza. He's going to find all three, and Iron with the operator, no trouble whatsoever at that range, and well, there you have it. The back's against the wall, about to lose the map, and then they win a flawless round.
I think Razer did not get spotted by Sova's drone, so he maybe got a good timing onto that, or maybe he dodged it on purpose. I don't know, but it was a good timing. He snuck under the window even when Sova was droning. So I think he got a good timing for this round, and this flank basically secured the round.
Also, for those of you who tune in to watch, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what these guys are doing. I feel like I'm a big fan of like community cups. Hell,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I feel like
that's where we all started, right?
that's where we all started. That's how any community in any game really grows, right? You got to support these small community cups. It's not about the prize pool. It's not about the big names of the big teams. It's about you supporting your local scene. And yeah, for those of you tuning in, do like and subscribe to the channel. You know, help these guys out. I think they're doing a fantastic job. Even for me, like, you know, this is my first event I'm casting ever in Valorant, and I'm doing it because I want to give back a little bit to the community who's given a lot to me as well. And I'm sure you can say the same, Hal.
Yeah, for sure, man. This is my first event as a caster as well, and first and last, hopefully. But
Second.
Oh yeah, technically second. But yeah, like it's good to watch, watch these teams play, and I can get to learn from them, and this is how it started. So I'm pretty excited for what level 5 is.
I'm not sure about that tag, but he's trying to set up a bait, and look at Rafa just charging on in like a madman. There's a player around the corner, and he will not spot him, but they should be aware of where the Cypher's position is. Then with BRZ with that operator doing great work, but not able to chamber the next bullet in time. So he gets taken down by Stoner. A lot of bullets being rattled off through the smoke. And the defending side is a 3v4, heavily favoring the side of Nezuko. But with a spike planted, one thing these guys are so good at is these post plants. Now it's a 1v4. They're getting slaughtered. It's all on Zoid, and it's on Jet just dropping on down. Iron, what are you doing, my man? That is unnecessary and ludicrous, but you know what? You get 5 points for style points.
Yeah, well, I didn't think he needed to do that, but since he had his Killjoy's ult in place. But yeah, like, it was a very well played round by Breezer actually. He got the first pick, he fell back, and he even picked Ayan, who dashed into the side. Because if he reached the back of side, I think Ayan could have done some... Not Ayan, sorry. I mean Flex, the Jet player on the other side. So he could have done some serious damage. But once he picked him off, I think it was a pretty comfortable retake from there on.
It was, so I like this. You know, even this map ends going to with Team Tamilas, at least a little bit of fight being put up by Nezuko would, at least give us that confidence that this series could still be closely contested. After all, it is the grand finals. A big chunk of money on the line. And I do believe if the MVP gets it's a lot of Valorant points. You know what? I don't mind some Valorant points. How my skins are ugly.
I have the battle pass skins only, bro. I need some Valorant points for myself as well.
Here.
Yeah, I didn't buy the battle pass. I'll probably buy the next one because it's a little too late for me right now. But you know what? Hold on to the thought. It's going to be hit coming in towards the contact play. Wrap up, flash out, and he's going to come blinding on in, but he blinds himself. Quick trade taking place with the player, and it's going to be Ian out for the white peak. Second kill goes his way. He's looking for more. There's a player right next to him, and that bullet's going to be a dead giveaway. The teammates there to help him out, but it's going to be Stoner. Finds one. He knows where the second player is as well. At the very least, going to be deploying his cage now. 2v3. 2 ults available for the defending side. 40 seconds on the clock. They have some time to play with Team Tamilas. The problem here being the health for Stoner. He is bleeding out and not making any noise. That's actually making Nezuko a little paranoid, hell. They're taking the time here, and this timing is everything. Unfortunately, that's a spike. And that gets taken down. Maybe that wasn't the play, especially when you're that low with the spike going on in. And now all the remaining defenders, they're going to be triangulating on this position. And I do believe Rio has spotted the player out. They're going for the wall bangs. And it's going to be Teflon to finish it off. 12-7. They're not quite there yet, but they are getting their help.
But I think Team Tamilas is facing the same problem and making the same mistake that Nezuko did in the first half. They're just going for 5-man hits and telegraphing it very, very easily. So I think they need to have more of a default. I was very excited by the CT side of Tamilas, but their T side has just been, bursting 5 maps or rushing 5-man. But you cannot, that's where this game is pretty much different from CS, that you cannot do that all the time. Maybe throw in a curveball a few rounds, but not every time. So I think they need to change it up right now.
So both the teams basically just struggling on the defending side. That
Attacking
dart.
side.
On the attacking side, my bad. And that dart in the best of position. A little bit of a shoulder peek from Rafa. Baits out a shot from Jet. Are they going to be expecting a second player up top is a question. Teflon. Oh, that's a cool frag. I love the patience of Teflon. Waiting for the second player to walk on in as well. Doesn't find much, but you know what? He's going to be happy with 2 kills. And now they're aware. 2 players across fire towards that B bomb site. And considering the investment they have, I think they're just trying to feel stuff out, maybe, just trying to gather some information, figuring out how the setup is from the side of Nezuko. But for Nezuko, it's like they're not aggressing the way Team Tamilas did on the CD side. It's more on the defending side, rather, but it's more about, I don't know, somehow they're finding this the synergy, which wasn't there earlier on their attacking side. And Flex will fall to Raza.
Yes, well, I think they're getting their mojo back right now after winning a few rounds back to back.
Well, mojo back. C-bomb site definitely getting pressured. Teflon Mike.
Cover going out.
Is that going to be a giveaway, though? The 2 players lying in wait on the C side. There's a flank taking place all the way from behind as well. That is, of course, the Cypher. And they're going to get picked apart here. The double operator setup working out wonderfully. Not really taking any damage either, just losing the 1 player, the Sova, and they're going to be okay with that. They have 4 ults ready as well. And you know what, hell, at one point, it seemed impossible. It seemed like this was a done deal. But suddenly, this is looking doable, winnable. Well, not winnable, but at least overtime. I think it's a distinct possibility if things keep going the way it is.
Yeah, I think if they win this round and break the economy of Tamilas again, it's going to be a pretty good match right now. Can you press tab? Okay.
Observer, tab, there we go. Alright, take a look at the money. Oh, well, let's hold on to that thought. We have a little bit of action taking place and a flick shot from BRZ, not connecting. Double operator setup on the A side, that's ballsy. that's something you don't see often.
Yeah.
That is overkill indeed. And you can already hear a few kids on Twitter yelling, "Oh, operator OP! Too overpowered, and 2 over there, we can't do anything." But Iron holding the line. Not able to cross on, no trade able to take place. And these long pathways, alleys on his A-bomb side, if you don't have the utility, it's really hard to kind of take, especially against a double op setup. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, well, since none of the teams have breaches, it's going to be very hard to get into the
I'm
sides
surprised.
right now.
I'm actually very surprised no one picked a breach.
Cage
Well, I think they're stuck to the old meta of playing with the Phoenix. So I like even with the Phoenix, it's going to be hard right now. But
Oh, the timing on that Rafa trying to be cheeky, but BRZ, that operator, the thundering sound of the bullets gonna echo across the map. 20 seconds remaining. They might just have to go for a save here.
yeah, I think that's the best option right now, and I think that's exactly what they're doing.
5 in a row, hell. 5 in a row.
Yeah, but I think they need to use their agents more wisely right now. I think they need to start masking at A with the Cypher and maybe, tag along the Phoenix with him, or use a SOA dart to show some presence and put these oppers back into the side and let them force into a rotation and start hitting the other sides, because if they don't do that, it's looking very bleak with the way they're trying to walk into sides or burst into sides. They're very telegraphic right now.
They're not exactly over-rotating either, the Nezuko.
They aren't, but because they aren't being forced to rotate off from the side which they are holding. They already have 2 or 3 people present at the side which these guys are hitting. Tamilas are hitting.
I really do want to see. Ascent come out to play, because I feel like, obviously that's a little bit more duel heavy map, and I feel like both these teams are going to be very, very heavily looking to take these duels. And this is ballsy from Ian. He's going to keep walking on it. The Jet with the operator. He might not be expecting the angle. Spots out the elbow. Could have been a little bit more patient, but you know what? He's going to fall on back. He'll have enough time, ample time, to fall all the way back to see Bombside regroup with his teammates. And I like this. This is great stuff. Repositioning, constant repositioning coming out from the defending side. And they're making life kind of miserable for Team Tamilas. They're not able to find any headway, not able to get any opening kill. These operators just every single where, and that's a dead giveaway. Nice work from Rio. Actually, I felt like it would have been a kill for Ian. It doesn't really matter. Opening kill, no trades possible. Flex is aware of the player there, and it's going to be Teflon peeking out widely. The dry peek, that is unfortunate, but guess what? The 2 players already on the T-bomb side. I think this could be a problem, but Flex is going to find Rio getting spotted out. And now Ian, what can he do? Flex taking out the Blade Storm. Ian's gonna find one, but Flex is still alive. He's such a problem. He's looking for another kill, but BRZ finds him, and now it's a 1v2. And it's gonna come down to Razzo to keep his team in the game, but it doesn't work out. Comes down to Stoner to clutch it out, and he will. A scrappy way to win the game. But Nezuko, hell, showing up pretty late. A little too late, I feel like, but they did show up in the end there.
I feel even on the last round, right? I feel Nezuko should have won that round. They had 3 players on the side, but the Blades of Fury of Flex saved them for that situation. And I think, like, if you saw the minimap in the last round again, there were 10 players in the server, but none of the players were playing at the A side. Like, not even the CTs. He just had his alarm bot there, and he left the A side completely because there was no presence. And so, because of that, they could gamble stack on C, B, and the garage. So I think, like, even with the gamble stack, they should have won that round, but it was very well played by Flex.
Indeed it was. Although we do have Ian, top fracking in the server, the MVP has to be Flexed, right? He seemed like he was the clutch player, having so many multi-kill rounds, 4 opening kills as well. And of course, you have to be the MVP if you're the winning team. So we're going to be heading to map number 2. I do believe that's Ascent coming up. I do believe that should be the second map. But in the meantime, we're going to be cutting to a very quick break. So I just grabbed myself a cup of coffee because my throat is giving out hell. And I'm sure that you want to grab something as well. So yeah, those of you tuning in, grab something to drink. We'll be back with map number 2 right now, though. Team Tamilas with the one map lead in the grand finals. We'll be back after a very, very short break.
Looking back, my life has been nothing but failure. The tale of Jiraiya the Gallant.